Hello, Aries. Welcome to your June reading, June 2015. We're coming off of May here. I hope you had an awesome May. It was a great month. I think starting in May was kind of like the turnaround for a lot of people. I think from here on out, it'll get a lot easier for all signs, really. A lot of the just tough angles and all these things that we've been dealing with are, going away, and that's definitely represented here on the cards. Again, your May reading was pretty similar, I think. Um, and I think that's kind of how it's going. A lot of you have been asking if I do personal readings. Yes, I do. I put a link in every video. The reason I just don't try to really sell it because I feel like people should be kind of led to get a reading from me, so to speak. So I don't I really don't push it. But if you're interested, that's where the link is. It's actually a bright green thing at the bottom of every video. But let's get to your reading for June. So I think you've been probably worrying about something, having something weighing on your mind. This is the Ten of Spades, which is kind of like um, my Ten of Swords, kind of like in the tarot almost. The Ten of Swords is a little bit different because the Ten of Swords is kind of like the end. In a lot of ways, I do read this card as an end to those worries, those things you've been worrying about. But what I'm getting is that you've been worrying. It's kind of like good things have come in, and now you're like worried that because things have been so bad or whatever, or bad things have happened. You're worried that those things won't stick around. That the good things will leave you. Whatever it is, love, money, doesn't matter. It's almost like now it's kind of getting a little bit better, so you're a little bit hesitant. Almost, you're a little bit like, okay, now it's better, but when's it going to get worse? Well, truthfully, it's not going to get worse. It's only going to get better. In the month of June, definitely you have the Six of Diamonds. Diamonds, this card, a lot of people actually read this card as a like a separation card or things leaving you. However, I read this card very differently. I really kind of read this as a very stable card, and in both money and love. You have three diamonds on each side stacked up. It's almost like two pillars is what I kind of call this card. So it's very stable. It's you have two very strong, stable things holding you up in this reading. So I don't think you have like anything to worry about. I think that financially you'll be stable. And we'll get to the love in a second because that's coming in. I'm sure a lot of you have love questions. But this card it can also be worrying about finances as well. So I'm thinking that maybe, we have this in the past, that maybe you're worrying about finances still and things like that. But the next card we have is the Eight of Hearts. The Eight of Hearts is a very good card. It's usually a card of receiving a gift, and I always call it a gift from the universe, so it's like a really great gift. And I'm feeling for a lot of you, it's going to be love. And if you're already in a relationship, the relationship is just going to get stronger. It's just going to be, there's going to be more of a give and a take. If you look at this card, I always say that it is the infinity symbol when you turn it on its side. 8 is the infinity symbol. And when you think about 8 energetically as a infinity symbol, when you get this card in a reading, usually it means that things are stabilizing and, everything you put out is coming back finally. And, this can also have a lot to do with this 10 of Spades here, because 10 of Spades is also, putting in work into things, putting work into your relationships, putting work into work or business, into money to try to get it back, but not having that reciprocated, not getting those things back. So this is those things coming back. And like I said, this is like a gift. It's like a gift from the universe. And I'm also getting that I think a lot of you are going to finally be having fun, I'm hearing. Like, you're finally gonna be able to go hang out with friends, or you're gonna be like invited to outdoor events and things like that, and you're finally going to be able to go. It's like you're going to be able to go, and you're not going to have to be like, oh, I have to stay home because I can't spend money, or those things. You're finally going to be able to go out and have fun. That's what this card represents. This here is the Five of Spades. And the Five of Spades is just, again, it's small worries. It's worrying about small things. When you think about it, it's half a 10. And the 10 is really coming up in your past. It's a past position. So it's small worries. But this card can also indicate somebody who's depressed. And the other thing I'm getting is that maybe something will happen that will look like it's negative on the outside, but really it's going to be kind of like a positive. So, you might be prevented from doing something this month that you thought you wanted to do, but actually when you get to the end of the month, you'll see that it was kind of like it was a good thing that you didn't do it. Maybe you didn't spend money on something, or maybe you didn't get involved with somebody, and it will then, at the end of the month, it'll only be later that you'll look back and you'll say, oh, okay, now I get why I wasn't allowed to do that, or why I was prevented from doing that. But that's kind of like the one hiccup for the month. And next you have the Seven of Hearts, which is another very good love card. This card particularly indicates somebody who is interested in you, somebody who likes you. So if you're single, this is somebody who likes you. And then on the other side, if you are in a relationship, it can indicate just, it's kind of like one of those cards where you're like trying to get your lover's attention. So if you are in a relationship, maybe it's like you're trying to get them to pay more attention to you and things like that. And maybe like I said, if you were in a relationship, maybe you've been trying to do this and you've been trying to get their attention and get them to pay more attention to you. And I do think that's coming. I think this is just saying, stick with it or whatever, because they actually do love you and they are going to be paying attention to you. And, like I said, if you're not in a relationship, this indicates somebody who's interested in you. And even if you want to go a little bit deeper on this card, it even indicates somebody where you are interested in them and you're wondering if they are interested in you. And this card is a yes. It's like saying, yes, they are interested in you. It's kind of like, the way to look at it is you have that one heart here, just kind of like in the middle. I'm going the wrong way because I'm reversed on my camera, but right here you have that one heart and there isn't one above it, so it's not symmetrical, so it's kind of like missing out a little bit on love. But you can very easily fill that in because it's usually, like I said, since the heart's down here, it's somebody else is interested in you. You're the only person that needs to come in up here. But like I said, if you're in a relationship, I'm getting that you're trying to get your partner to notice you a little bit more, pay a little bit more of attention and things like that. And the good news is that you have the Three of Hearts, which is a very good card. You have a very positive spread here. You have 1, 2, 3 positive cards. So a majority of the cards are positive, and this is actually number 4 as far as positive cards go. So this card, when you get a positive 3 usually in a reading, it amplifies everything before it. So it means that everything positive will be very positive. It'll become more positive. Your relationships will be more positive. And this is being happy in love. This is like a love happiness card. So again, like I said, if you've been having problems, you've been trying to get your partner to notice you and things like that, that's coming. If you're not in a relationship, again, this is finding a relationship and being happy with that. So I think, like I said, a lot of love energy this month, obviously, because we have a lot of hearts. I think as far as finance goes, it's just stable. It's like you're not making billions of dollars here, but you're also, you're able to do things. You're able to go out, kind of, and I'm just summarizing the whole reading here. You're able to go out and you're able to do things, and it's like you don't really have to worry too much about your finances, and they're stable. You have like some protection here and things like that from bad things happening. So just know that. Awesome reading. I hope you have a great June.